What's up, everybody? Brian Baker here with Hunt Fish Camp. I was turkey hunting this morning in the rain, not hearing anything, and decided to do a little foraging. Came across some morels and golden oysters and pheasant backs and ramps. So a whole bunch of different things. So wasn't planning to record anything. This would be a short little video just showing you those things, where you can find them, or what they look like, and how you pick them or decide if they're good to eat. For example, the pheasant backs, this was a little piece of one. I probably went to 20 different, maybe more than that, pheasant backs I saw growing on trees, and I picked two. So two that I found that were good for picking. Yeah, it was a pretty awesome day. I got a few different things that we'll show you. Hopefully you enjoy it. We are turkey hunting, sort of. Turkey hunting turned into foraging. It's a rainy, a nasty day. Turkeys aren't gobbling. And wanted to look for some mushrooms. I'll show you a couple things. So first, this stuff down here. So May-apples, and those are an indicator of soil temperature. So when they come up, you know, morels can be popping. Don't necessarily find them near them, but just tells you that's where they're at. Finally was able to find a morel this season. Just pinch it off at the bottom, leave a little stump, just keeps it a little cleaner. There you go, it'll be yummy. And then what I'm doing out here, so I'm on private land, spin around, so I'm looking for dead elms. So here we have a dead elm behind me here. There's a few others back in the woods. I've got a bag, I found a few morels. Also found some pheasant back. I found most of them are too rubbery already, but if you peel up on them a little bit, pull up on them, if they tear off real easy, they're great to eat. So definitely check them whenever you see them, because they're really, really good. I'll find a good one and show you. This right here is pheasant back. Pheasant back is delicious. Probably my new favorite. Better than morels. Okay, maybe not, but as good as morels. But the problem is, if you've ever eaten it before, you probably didn't like it because it's really rubbery. And so that's what I want to show you really quick. So we're gonna see if this is good. And that one did not break. So that's gonna be really rubbery. If you've ever eaten pheasant back before, that's probably what you've eaten, because you find it and think, oh, you've got some. Try it, and not good. You can see over here, I found one that was good. It just ripped right off. Also rubbery, not good. Also rubbery. I'm ripping on that, does not come off. Too tough and rubbery, don't eat those. You can eat them, they're just not good. Okay, so I took this one, and see how that ripped right up right there? That one will be good to eat, and this would be delicious. If I need a knife to harvest it, it's not gonna be delicious. This stuff's gonna be really good. I'm gonna pick some of it. Now, sometimes smaller is better usually, and lighter color oftentimes better, but in this case these look really nice. And I came up, and right away that just ripped right up easy. So that means that this is one that's better anyway to eat. This one's not the best. Get on the edge. I mean, just the edges of this, I think. I'm taking just a little piece off of there because the rest of it just isn't that good. If you eat the stuff that's just chewy, you're not gonna like it. Take the good stuff, it's great. And some of the spores still come out of there. Everyone always obsesses over morels, but there's a lot of really good mushrooms in the forest. A lot of them are really easier to find than morels. You can see these from far away. These are golden oysters. We are gonna pick some of these, add them to our bag, take them home. And there's pheasant back over there. We'll go check that out too. Now, golden oysters, even as they get old, they stay tender, but just like how I do the pheasant backs, as you start to peel them up, if they rip easy, you know they're going to be tender and good to eat. So that's the parts they want to take. If I try and rip the stem, it does not rip so easy. If I can rip it, ooh. But it's still, that was really, really tough to rip off. So that bottom part down there is going to be pretty tough and kind of chewy and rubbery. So that's the part that people don't like. And some of this would still be good here, but I'm not worried about taking in all of it because there's a lot. Let's get some. right off. So and that's going to be the best part to eat right there. And I can leave the little stumps there. Be fine. They'll probably come back on the same log again later in the summer or next year. Anytime conditions are right. Okay, this is turning into just kind of a crazy little foraging video. These right here in the woods are ramps. We're gonna dig a couple of those up. Also good to eat. So here's a little patch of them here. With ramps, they spread very slowly. You do not want to dig them all up. They'll just be gone, but I'm gonna dig up just a few. All right, so I just wanna show you. So this is what a ramp looks like. It's a big leafy thing. It's kind of oniony, garlicky. You can eat the leaves, which are good. You can also cut up the bulb, which is also good. And you can see here, so we've got some morels. We've got some morels, we've got some golden oysters, and we've got some pheasant back, or a whole bag full of stuff. Probably could have picked a lot more, but of course the weather, I need to get back in. I might go back out in the rain looking for more stuff, because the woods are alive with delicious things to eat. So what we did get, we picked a few ramps, we picked a little bit of pheasant back, we picked a bunch of golden oysters, could have picked a ton of those, we just took a few. And we got just a few morels. Everyone always obsesses over morels, and yes, they are absolutely delicious and wonderful, but so are these other ones, and they get overlooked all the time. So if you're looking public land places, sometimes morels, someone's going to beat you to it. But things like golden oysters, when they start to come up, there can be a ton of them, and wouldn't even be able to carry it all out. So kind of crazy. Wasn't expecting to be foraging today, but we did. I'm kind of excited about it. Morels, oysters, some pheasant back. Alright, I think they're done. Here we go. These are going to be just for eating, or they'd be great on top of baked potatoes, which actually we're going to do tonight, so I'm going to do a bunch more. If I was going to so I've got a lot more to do, and so the rest of them I'm actually going to take, I'll fry them about halfway. I won't get them to this crispy point. I'll just fry them for a little bit, just to get them partially cooked, and then I'll bag them up and label them more for what they are, and then we can take them out. If we ever want them as a potato topping, we can use them for that, or we can just fry them up to eat them, or we can put them in spaghetti, or we can put them in whatever we want. They will be delicious. Yeah, so there are pheasant back, there is the oyster mushrooms, so that's the oyster ones are the lighter ones, oyster mushrooms. There's a few morels in there, and then there's ramps, which are the leaves and the little onion looking things, so you can eat them both. So yeah, try each one. All right, tell Karen what you guys think of the fried up mushrooms.
They're really good. I like them all a lot. I recommend trying them.
We'll put them on potatoes later, probably.
Now if I can eat them all first.
So I've got lots, so I can fry more.
I'm still gonna eat them all.